Okay, yeah, let's talk 5 minutes.
Okay, that's great. Just for the sake of recording, would you be able to tell me your name, your role, and who you work for or with?
Say that again, sorry?
Would you be able to tell me your name, your role, and who you work for or with?
Yes, could you please tell me who you are first and what you're doing?
Yeah, my name's Chloe and I'm phoning on behalf of Sunny Govan Radio. We're doing a feature on alcohol consumption amongst young people, and I just wanted to ask you some quick questions that we could use.
Okay, yeah. Well, my name is John Larson. I'm Director of Evidence and Impact at Drinkaware.
And is alcoholism amongst young people high, or are the stats going down?
Alcoholism. I think alcoholism amongst young people is really difficult to measure. Alcoholism is a tricky clinical definition. So, and I'm not aware that that's usually a term that you use with young people. So, is it alcoholism you're interested in?
Yeah. Why do you think some young people might turn to alcohol?
There probably is a range of reasons why young people will turn to alcohol. Are you thinking specifically of alcoholism
Yeah.
as a clinical definition, as a clinical condition?
Yeah.
Yeah, not just alcohol use.
Well, alcohol use as
So,
well, yeah.
okay. So, of course, there's a big difference between people who are clinically diagnosed as alcoholics and people who drink alcohol in general.
Mhm.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
So,
Yeah.
why do you think some young people begin drinking a lot of alcohol?
I think there's a whole range of reasons. I think in society, alcohol is very common, and we have some research on that I can direct you to. But I think obviously influence from society, from parents, from friends, all play a role. People see alcohol and they see family and friends drinking alcohol, and they think that's the thing to do. And obviously, also in the UK society, very often socializing is associated with drinking alcohol. We are, of course, seeing some encouraging trends more recently that more and more young people are actually realizing that they can easily, socialize and have fun without drinking alcohol. So I think that's some really positive trends, specifically with younger people, that we can encourage. But I guess there is still, of course, a lot of kind of a culture of drinking alcohol out there, and I guess that's why some young people are beginning to drink alcohol.
Mhm. Do you think there's a link between poverty and alcoholism amongst young people?
I think the whole issue of alcoholism is really tricky, and unless you have some specific data on alcoholism and young people, I think it's really, really difficult. So I don't know. I'm not sure exactly when you think about alcoholism and young people. I don't know if how prevalent that is and how often that is demonstrated.
Mhm. Do you think, what other forms of help do you think should be more available for young people that want to stop drinking?
Can I just ask you something? Because I think you might have a slight difficulty with this issue with, alcoholism and young people because, as I say, alcoholism is a clinical definition, and young people and alcoholism, I think, is a very specialist and very niche issue, whereas
Mhm.
many young people drink alcohol and may have a problematic relationship with alcohol without necessarily having a clinical definition of alcoholism.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe it's more relevant to be looking at young people who have a problematic relationship with alcohol, even if they are not clinically diagnosed as being alcoholics or having alcoholism.
Mhm.
Is that fair, do you think?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.